Hi everybody, David here. It's Wednesday morning, about 8:10. I'm going to do a grain to glass video, or attempt to. Just brief brewing footage, and the reason I'm doing this one is because it's a sour. It's going to be a blackcurrant and blackberry sour. I've been busy picking blackcurrants and blackberries, but we'll talk about that later on. So I've just dove in and I've set the pump to recirculate the wort. We're mashing supposedly at 69 degrees. It'll get back up there. It should have been 65 according to the recipes I've been looking at, but a friend of mine in Cape Town, South Africa, who's a bit of an expert on sours, says he likes more body in his sours, so mash at 69. So that's what we're doing. There's 2.5 kilos of Golden Promise, that from that Fawcett's bag that I fetched the other week, and there's 2.5 kilos of wheat malt, that's also the Fawcett's, and there's 150 grams of acid malt, and I've put about 150 grams of rice hulls in. I've got 200, but I only got 150 in, so we'll just leave it now. I might show you the end of the brew day when I put this sour yeast in. I'll talk about that when I get there. So see you at yeast pitching. Well, this is that Philly sour yeast. I sent to Sweden for this because there was none in stock in England. David Heath previewed it on his channel, and it's supposed to save you kettle souring, so it's like save 24 hours to 48 hours of maintaining the temperature in that and sealing it up with some other form of lactobacillus. So this is supposed to do all that, so let's hope it does. It was developed in the University of Philadelphia, so we'll sprinkle it on the top, and it's supposed to produce lactoacid over the first 5 days of fermentation, and then after 5 days I'm going to add my black currants and my blackberries, so that'll be next time I get on the camera and talking to you. So let's hope this Philly sour does its job. I have put 5 ml of lacto acid in that. I think I've got about 4.6 pH, so I'm wanting it down to 3.5 to 3.2. So that's all in it. There's 21.9 or something. It's just under 22 litres, and that does up to 22, so we've not shot over. So let's hope that does its job and sours it. I have got a dedicated fermenter, but you don't need one apparently on this because it cleans up with normal cleaning procedures, and you don't get any after effects, i.e. all your other beers turning acidic or sour. So that's it. I'll get back to you in 5 days then, and we'll see what the pH is. Hi everybody, it's 6.5 days now into fermentation. Very slow start. Took 2 days before any action in the airlock was showing, but it is fermenting. It's just a slow yeast, and I took a pH reading this morning. It was showing 3.2 initially and then went to 3.3. I had a little taste and it's done its job. It was sour. So I'm going to put this fruit in shortly. Those are black currants. I haven't mashed them up yet. These are blackberries. They're all mashed up. There's roughly 2 kilos of each. That's some black currants I've already done. I've been mashing them with the old potato masher, and then I realised getting in with your hands and squeezing them's quite therapeutic, as long as your hands are sanitary. I'm hoping mine are. So I've just got them to prepare, and then I'm going to get them into the fermenting bucket, as I say, in muslin bags. I've got them soaking in some sterilising fluid, and I've got a nylon bag, and then we'll see what happens over the next 7 days. I'm not leaving them any longer. I know I've been told to leave them 3-4 weeks, but I was a bit scared that the fruit might go funny But anyway, we'll see. They're very sour, these blackcurrants, so it might make it undrinkable, but we can wait and see. Anyway, I'll get back to you at the next stage, whatever that is, and whenever it is. Right, we're just putting the fruit in now. It's like a bit of a bloodbath here. It's still bubbling away. Go on, love, lift. Nice and steady. In you go. Let's have the juice in. It's more like Ribena syrup, that, isn't it?
It is.
Is that it? Oh,
No,
there's some more. Not bothered if a few bits go in. Right, we could be making black pudding. Oh, scrape them out. My hands are clean in cemetery. Go on, get it all in. It's like thick syrup, that. Right, in you go, baby. That's it. Let's hope it goes pink and doesn't go rotten. Well, I've just transferred the sour beer into another fermenting bucket, which I intend putting in the fridge for a few days. I don't know whether you can see that. The pH is 3.1, and I've just taken the gravity, and it's finished at 1.012. So I think it was a starting gravity of 1.057. It's roughly 5.9% ABV, so quite strong. 3.1, I were aiming for 3.2. So I'll get it tried now. Well, that's the sample, 5.9%. It's 3.1 pH, so let's try it. The fruit's been in a week, 7 days. Oh, that's sour. That is very pleasant. It's not over sour, but it's definitely soured. That's quite pleasant. Anyway, I'll let you know if it carbonates in the next one. Hi everybody, I'm going to open a bottle of the blackcurrant and blackberry sour today. I've had this one, there's 20 litres in here, I've had this in the fridge for 4 or 5 days, but I've got to bottle this yet. But before I put it in the fridge, I thought I'd take 6 bottles out and see if it would carbonate, so I put sugar in. Now Lallemand said they don't recommend it for bottle conditioning, so when I emailed them they said it's something to do with the yeast, it degrades dextrins and it can be very volatile conditioning in the bottle. So they recommended I didn't use more than 0.1 of a gram per litre, which is 0.05. Let me get nearer the camera. That's 0.05 of a gram of sugar. So my wife put that in these PET bottles, which is what Lallemand recommended. And obviously these haven't been in the fridge, they've been kept over by the central heating pipes for I think 5 days they've had. So I'm going to see if there's any fizz there before I bottle the rest. And I might have to increase the sugar, although Lallemand said, you know, not to. But I followed Lallamand's instructions. So let's see if there's a bit of a hiss. Very slight, I heard just the slightest fizz, no cannon smoke at all. Nice smell on it though. Fast pour, I don't think we've had a problem with this. Is it going to fizz? Don't look like it. We'll soon tell with the taste. Well, I don't know, there's a little bit. Let me get closer. Can you see it? Not sure. There is a little bit of fizz. Apologies for not having more lights on, but I forgot to put them on really. So nice colour on it, nice smell, but has it carbonated enough? Well, let's try it and see if there's any fizz there at all. Yeah, there's a little bit of fizz, very sour, and it's a pleasant drink. I can taste the blackcurrants and blackberries now. I think I could guess it was them if I didn't know. It's not clear because it hasn't been in the fridge and it hasn't been bottled for very long, but there is a little bit of fizz. I think for my personal preference, I'd like just a slight little bit more fizz, but I could drink that and get away with it. I'd be quite happy to give that to somebody who likes sour beers. But if you don't like sour beers, well, you probably won't like this bit. Oh, it's very smooth, and it's a lovely flavour. And it's not too sour. I've had sour beers. So, decision time. I've got to bottle this now. Do I stick with me 0.05 per bottle, or do I just increase it a tiny bit? I'll let you know, maybe not in this video. I think that's the end now of this series. We've probably gone over 10 minutes, sorry about that. But I'll tell you the results in a later video and show you if it's got clearer than this. So cheers everybody. And all the best. Quite nice that.